Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, just starting with the ball security. It's obviously a priority for everyone in the game of football, and to have the takeaways and to protect the football. I thought we did a great job, but it's always it's always refreshing when when you emphasize and you see the hard work that these men put into the team fundamental drills and so forth. And I thought our guys did an excellent job taking the ball away tonight.
Mac Engel, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Did you get anything out of Mike tonight to give you a clearer picture of what your left tackle situation might look like in Week 1?
I think just the biggest thing as far as we move forward, we got a lot of work to do the next 48 hours, and as far as the decisions on how we'll line up offensive line, we'll get that we'll get that done in the next couple of days.
Anybody else?
Mike, in general, do you like not to move guys from one spot to another in the line? I mean, a guy from, again, like say a Zach Martin over there. I'm just throwing out names.
I'm sure our conversations are very similar to yours. We looked at all. We're looking at all the different options. So, but at the end of the day, this is a long-term decision, and that'll be a big part of our decision.
So your timetable is to get it this weekend, so Monday or Tuesday when you start.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you'd hope to practice Monday the way you're going to line up, but we got to see where Tyler Smith is, and he still has some work to do in the rehab area.
Coach, the severity of Kelvin Joseph's concussion.
I can't tell you the level of it, but it was obviously the concussion, so he was held out of the game. I haven't been in the training room yet, so I have no updates. Yeah.
You want to see Will Greer on an extended run tonight? How did you feel he responded?
Yeah, I thought Will did some really good things. I thought he struggled early, missed some throws. I think once he settled in, made some plays, made some plays with his feet. So it was just great to get him out there. He was having a really good camp. I thought he had some really good practices, and before the injury. So he definitely gave us a lot to look at and a lot to evaluate.
I know Sam Williams had some penalties there, but other than that, how do you think he's looked so far in this camp? It looks like he might be pretty good for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Sam, I love the way he plays. His play style is it's definitely a fit for how we want to play. He obviously had the 2 penalties. We have to clean that up, and he knows that. But I think really the most important part of his game that I appreciated, just go watch the plays he makes after the penalty. So, I think that's all part of the emotional discipline that is something that young players have to learn and grow with. And I thought that was an important step for him, for any young player. So I really liked the way he responded after those penalties.
You've had a pretty inexperienced receiving core. How have they worked their way through? And they had some good practices, not necessarily good games, but after tonight, where do you think he's at?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is they're making clutch. You see a lot of clutch catches out there. So, but yeah, this receiver core not only is pure receiving, but you look at the work they've done in special teams too. So, we got some really difficult decisions here, over the next few days.
You're talking about Tyler Smith too. Is his ankle such he may still miss some more time, and that's going to factor into what your decision is?
Yeah, we're not there yet. I know he had good work today in his rehab, so I think they're going to start getting some field work tomorrow is the goal. So we'll know more by the end of the weekend.
How do you feel about your kicking situation? Do you feel good with Brett, or might you look at options? Should they come?
I feel good with Brett. I tell you, I was so impressed because we worked him out last year, so you had a chance to see him go through a workout, and I thought clearly, this year he's striking the ball with so much more consistency. His lift, his numbers have been outstanding, frankly, through all the practice and so forth. We've given him 2 shots at 61, and that was just more for to give him those opportunities. But you look at his kickoffs, he's been very consistent.
Had a lot of young guys contribute for you here, but Ferguson and Hendershot. You talked about Ferguson last week, but Hendershot as well. Those 2.
Yeah, I love the way those guys play. You talk about 2 rookies that come in and just just have done an excellent job. You could see it early, just the way they picked it up. You know, the practice tempo, their discipline, the extra hours, just all the little things, and I think it definitely carries over the way they play. We only had 2 tight ends tonight, so, and I thought those guys not only carried the load, I thought they performed extremely well.
Oh, I don't know if you guys have covered this, but Steven said that, you know, Tyler Smith was drafted to be the left tackle, and that may become sooner or later. How ready is he to go to left tackle?
Well, I mean, it's, you know, we'll get through this rehab. We were talking about it earlier before you got here. Just, you know, he's still going through the rehab component of it, so had good work today, and we'll see where he is tomorrow. So hopefully he'll be part of that battle.
In regrets not getting him any snaps at left tackle in the preseason, or was it just being on the left side good enough because you can?
Well, I mean, you know, he did take a, you know, 60% of his snaps in the spring were left tackle, so he has had to work both left tackle and left guard.
Connor McGovern, center tonight, couple series. What did you see there?
Yeah, really. I mean, that's just, you know, was checking the boxes. You know, Connor was our 3rd center last year, so I just wanted to make sure we, you know, didn't get through the preseason without giving him some work. So, you know, I thought that him and Cooper, you know, it was efficient, and you know, the mechanics were good. So it was definitely the work that we needed.
You've talked about how strong the defense has been, you know, throughout the preseason, throughout camp. I mean, people talk about your identity. I mean, 5 turnovers again tonight. You had so many turnovers last year. Is that part of who you are, your team, this turnover defense? I
mean, it's part of who I've always been as a head coach. I mean, I think the numbers, you know, reflect that. But you know, this group here, just the way they work at it, they, you know, the team fundamentals. You know, this is a group that plays with the right attitude and very conscientious of it. You know, it's just like anything with turnovers. You know, taking the ball away. You know, you got to get the footwork and you got to get in position, and you know, and it's got to be constant. And I think our defensive guys and our coverage units do a tremendous job of that.
You talked a lot of difficult decisions. That 3rd running back decision, pretty difficult as well, based off of what you've seen in this camp.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, Rico, you know, he couldn't go tonight. So, I mean, I love what the 2 young guys did. You know, I thought they ran hard. You know, I think we had, 36 rushes. So, you know, they carried a heavy load for us tonight.
That was the run game was an emphasis for you this offseason. You've talked about it. Have you seen the progress in establishing what it's going to be this year up to this point?
Truly, I have, yes. Yeah, I think, you know, if you look at our padded work, I don't know if we could have emphasized it anymore. I don't know if we could have practiced it as much as we have. So it's something that I think this is part of the times we're in, you know, with the limited padded practices, and I feel good about the work that we were able to get done in the run game.
And when you talk about incorporating a new left tackle, the run game, does that help transition a guy and kind of get him up to speed in the passing game if you're running a little bit more and just a little more balanced? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we understand that, and that's all part of it. But, you know, the real games begin. I mean, we got Tampa Bay coming in here in 2 weeks, and, you know, and we got to do whatever it takes, you know, run, pass, taking care of the ball, taking it away, you know, big play opportunities, you know, all the things that come into winning football. So it's time to put it all together. Training camp has gone fast. I don't know if the traveling, you know, being on the road there for 2 weeks made it go quicker, but you know, I felt like it just left for Oxnard. Now we're back and we're getting ready to go. So, but we're ready. It's been a very, very productive training camp.
With that additional week before though,
how many questions does this guy get?
I mean,
this is it.
Who's running this deal?
I mean,
I'm sick of listening to you too. So that's
it's late Friday
but
night. Friday night.
I got
It's
a
okay.
couple big days ahead of me.
we're the Blues.
It's a sleep fast night tonight. So.
How will you approach this next week? I mean, in 2 weeks will be your normal run up to a game. So how do you structure this coming?
Well, I mean, the schedule's, you know, pretty much, you know, you have to follow the CBA guidelines. So we're in a 10-hour workday. So we'll go Monday. We'll have like a Saturday type practice because you know they'll be coming off for 3 days off. Tuesday will be off. Work Wednesday, Thursday, and then they're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll work Monday, off Tuesday. So we're gonna, you know, get into a normal in-season rhythm, you know, starting on Monday.
All righty.
Thank you.